Hey, it's Monday, October 20th. As we get into it, no cap. If you have not checked your grade yet, you'll probably want to at some point because your grade is pretty much whatever you got on your test. Whatever you had on that is kind of what you have for me. And we are moving on from short stories and going into a much longer story. All of those handouts you had from short stories, we don't really need them anymore. I will say the pink one that you used the notes on, where you talked about it, you may want to keep that just because you still have to know what those things are. Like you're still going to know exposition and foreshadowing, like all of those are still going to be used the entire year. The individual stories, those you probably don't need if you want to take those out or something like that. If you throw them away, it's fine. You'll never have to buy them again or anything like that. I don't think we're going to have a use for them, but I just figured I'd let you know as far as your pile of stuff goes. And then I don't think we had anyone in here that was absent for the test. Oh, we did have two, never mind. So we'll kick you guys out to go take tests. I was wrong. Take test. Go away. Go all the way. I mean, I want him here. I just want him here farther away. Oh, the access code is retake. R-E-T-A-K-E, capital letters. Good luck. Don't die. We got rid of all the other ones? Okay. Hi, what's up, Eric?
Just making sure you read my email.
Did you read my reply? Oh, well, that was a fun game. Then, for those of you who are fixing the hobby paragraph, I have graded and updated all of the ones that have been sent to me up until Canvas crashed. And then I can't do it anymore because Canvas is dead right now. Otherwise, I would still be doing it, but if you go on there now, it goes, nope. Which means they may be coming back in just a moment. I totally forgot that, so let's see if they can get in. Hey, can you get into Canvas? Nope, never mind. Hey, welcome back. Come on in. I just got to that part where I was like, hey, I just forgot. Canvas crashed. Whoopsie. So, yeah, easiest test ever, wasn't it? Yeah, except you probably don't want me to make that grade your official one because that wasn't very good. To the rest of you, the hobby paragraphs, if you want to fix them once Canvas comes back, then you're welcome to, and I can update. The good news is you don't need Canvas to check your grade for my class, so if you haven't done that later, you can do that. Blah, blah, Canvas fixing paragraph. I emailed parents, that's up to you. Then, we're going to come back to your iPad in a moment. You can just scooch it to the side because we're not going to use Canvas, so you're okay. Instead, open up Notebook. Go to page, first table of contents. No. Excuse me. We're going to put an entry into your table of contents. Put entries into your table of contents? Well, roughly 7 times. Not 6 times. It was 6 times. Now it's 7 times.
Yeah.
No.
What's a question?
He's just memeing, but a good try. Right. I'm going to come around while we're waiting and see how many of you guys actually have 5 entries on that side. Let's do our responsible kid check.
I know, I can tell.
Good job, responsible. Turn to that page, and you put date and title on it. You know, responsible kids and all. I'm responsible. Then, once you put your date and title on there, you can close your notebook. I know, most confusing with authority, most confusing bell work ever.
I know, it was so easy.
The reason being is I'm going to show you the bell work in a moment. I don't want you working on it yet. I want you to have to do this thing called listening, which I know you're all really skilled at. So, we are moving on from short stories, and we're going to be going into book novel thing. book novel thing apparently is not awful, according to Miss Powers, my cadet teacher, when she was in here earlier today. She got all excited. It's about kids who get revenge on other kids and try to hurt them.
Let's go.
Apparently you guys got way too excited. And it's all fun and games until someone dies.
Yay!
Then it becomes even better. I know. So, I'm going to start for you guys, not tomorrow, to Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to have a discussion, conversation, talky thing. And so, why are you upset about a conversation? Here's what we're going to conversate about, but you are going to have to write down your opinions about it first. So that's going to be your bell work. You're just going to tell me your thoughts on each one of these. You're just going to say what you think about it, and that's it. You're not writing that. I already wrote that. You're just writing your response to it. So the first one, I've enjoyed getting revenge on someone in the past.
Yes.
I want to know your revenge thoughts. Are you pro-revenge or not so pro-revenge?
Yes.
If those of you who are like, yes, I love revenge, it's delicious, then you're going to write about it. Some of your guys' smiles at the moment are scaring me because as soon as I said revenge, your eyes lit up, which does worry me slightly. Because, again, the whole book is about getting revenge. Those of you who are good people and your eyes did not twinkle, and you're like, I'm a hippie Buddhist, in that case you'd be like, no, getting revenge is bad, and living a life of trying to get rich. That'll be up to you and your response. You just have to give me a full response on it. 2, the kids in the book keep doing really bad things and saying they're good kids. They're like, I'm a good kid, and they turn around and do an awful thing. And they go, but I'm good. So the question is going to become, at what point does you doing bad things make you a bad person? So I put, any kid that gets detention with the principal is a bad kid. Not as in like a teacher has a bad day and they're like, grump, stay after class. I mean like teacher pulls you out of class and you have to go down and see the principal and then you get like an in-school thing. Does that make you a bad kid? If you say no, that's fine. My next question then, do we have bad kids at Fisher Junior High?
We do not.
Here's where you would tell me, in your opinion, what makes a kid a bad kid. So you're not telling me now. This is where you're going to write it down. And then Wednesday, you get to yell at me about what makes someone a bad kid. I just want you to think it through first, and then we get to have discussion. 4, in the book, they have different definitions. I forgot number 3. That's so embarrassing. Number 3, there is a scene where one of their bullies, like the kid they hate at school, and they're like, I hate that Tommy, and a really bad thing happens to Tommy, and the character has to decide, do you do that whole be a bystander or be a upstander? And they have that moment of like, they're watching the kid they hate get beat up, and they're like, or do you go and be like, I should probably go tell someone, oh, but it's so much fun to watch. And so, what would you do if you were in that position and you were watching? Now, it could be physically getting beat up. It could be just being verbally attacked. Like you come around the corner and some girl's like, and you can't believe what's going on. And she's like snapping and yelling in some kid's face. And you're like, you go girl. Or it could be online and they're posting something. But if you saw that kid that you hate getting bullied, would you be able to be an upstander? Or would you be a bystander? Or heaven forbid, or would you be a join-in stander?
Join in. Or just encourage.
I've got a feeling this book is going to be right up some of your alleys.
Yay!
4. Now we're to 4. This is where they get into arguments about what qualifies as bullying. Loudly announcing to the whole class that someone has ugly clothes is an example of bullying. Yes, I know that has to, according to our rules, it has to happen multiple times. But if every day I walk in and go, oh my God, what are you wearing again? Jesus. Like, does that count as bullying, or is that just, it's my opinion. Look, oh God, that's so ugly. That's not bullying. So, at what point does stuff like that qualify as bullying, or does, if you say no, what does? Because in the book, what qualifies as bullying starts getting creative in order for them to have revenge on each other. And then finally, I would report my best friend, that kid that is your BFF, that would never do anything wrong, that's the ultimate good kid, if you find out they did bad kid thing. And not like a little bad kid thing, like, yeah, like getting expelled, getting suspended, getting arrested, kind of like level of bad thing. Now, it's bad enough that if it's found out and people know you know and never said anything, you would also get in trouble. So this is one of those, if you go, I would not snitch, that means you agree to go down with your friend for something you did not do. And if you say, I am going to snitch, then where do you want your stitches? And so, again, thing that happens in book, I'm curious to see your choices. So, this will be the bell work. I'm just going to have you just give me a sentence for each one. Don't just put agree, because I'll come around and go, oh, you agree? You'll go, uh-huh, and I'll go, thump, right into your throat, and you'll go, and I'll go, now do you agree? Give me a sentence explaining it. Then on Wednesday, we get to actually have a discussion and talking thing. But before that, I know, you're wondering, why is your iPad out? This is why you have an IXL test. Now, the good news is, last time we did this, 2 weeks ago, you had a 15-question test. They pulled all of the questions from your previous IXLs. This one, they pulled all the questions from your previous IXLs, but it's 5 questions. But that's because every question involves you reading a story. But I wanted you to have that moment of excitement where you got really happy. That was my gift to you. Hold on to that moment. Be like, yay moment, yay. So this is all I have. So my goal is, for some of you, this is for a grade. It goes in as a test grade, hopefully to bump up your previous one, because in theory, you've seen all these questions. They were on your IXL, so you've already done them, or not. Other than that, I wish you luck. Home children, this is all. You'll just have to do the bell work. This you'll do when you come back. For you home people here, I will leave it on this screen for you. That way when you get done, you can go up there, and I'm going to just come around and creepily look over your shoulder while I upload this video.